Hello, 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 and what do you do? But yeah, hello, hello, hello. We are back in Ace Attorney land. Hello, hello. I'm good. How about you? I had a good day, then a stressful moment, and now I'm doing good. I've been really playing Persona 4 Golden because I'm trying to finish the game. Goodness, it's taking forever. But I enjoy it. I'm very sleepy. That's fine. You can just listen along. Nothing wrong with that. Some people just get tired. Like I said before, I was tired yesterday. Today I'm full of energy, man. Alright. Wow, that's a lot of hours. Yeah, no wonder you're tired. Well, take it easy, like I said. We're gonna be unmasking a freaking phantom thief called Master Mask. I think that'll be very entertaining. So, without further ado, let us begin. Someone drive it still. Yeah, even if you're not the one driving, it still can be exhausting being in a car for a very long period of time. I feel bad for whoever who was driving. Hopefully they get some sleep. But yeah, alright. A 1, a 2, a 3. Detective Loot Acme's true identity is actually Master Mask. I cannot read what that is. Oh boy. Oh, I've never seen it like that before. Blaja. It was like, oh, the shark thing. I had to look it up where it's like, oh, that's how it's said. Spelled. That makes sense. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe, and you gotta get maybe I will in the future. Who knows? Oh, I have heard that. There's another VTuber who she really enjoys those shark plushes. She has like 10 of them, maybe even more now. She loves them to death. The entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. Yes. Yep, that's the one. Hello. Welcome. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at. Oh please, the explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mask. But Mr. Wright, this photo clearly shows Master Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. Well, that's a good challenge to do. Since you already know her name, I think you already know she's got a lot. So, who knows? Anything can happen. Only problem is the money. Yeah. Yep. Hello. At least 9. Yep. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. If you're asking the context, we were talking about another VTuber who has a lot of shark plushes. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. She's already married. Huh? So the detective is actually an ace thief. Is that true, witness? Huh. The mask MO is purely genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're so very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir, lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assume the thief's identity... And there it is. There's our coffee scene. Godot blend, number 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot! The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. The only problem is only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth, but it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. My mind works 24/7. Oh. Oh, boy. And there's no good try. I do not remember. Well, what are you talking about someone who's already married? The context went over, I think, all of our heads. Mr. Wright, if this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the dripping coffee down your face. Well, you can't. Well, because Godot is a really interesting character, just to lean into that. So, there's a reason why you remember him. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Yes, I do believe I need more context. Context in what? You're the one who said someone was already married. You're the one who typed that down. What do you mean? You're the one who has to give the context. Are you alright, Nick? Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can, but can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Atme is in fact masked to mask. I don't think I have proof right now. Because if I look at the court record, the time shot, striking a pose. Nothing really. Decisive. No, if I don't mean, if you're talking about a woman in a race car suit. Okay, so I think the connection is being very weird. Okay, so to explain what we were talking about before, Pigeon and I, we were talking about a VTuber who has a lot of sharks. And he was making a joke of that he wants to buy more sharks than her plushes them one day. If my nervous system recalls correctly, she's married. Yes, the race car woman is married. Yes, she's Miss Delight. She's his wife. So your context is Desiree. And yes, Desiree is married to Ron Delight. So now that we got that whole thing, that's why the context was like, I was trying to understand what was happening, and it was like, oh, that's what's going on. It was a misunderstanding of two different things. So yeah, that's what the context is. There we go, now we're on the same level right now. Alright, has yet to be found, I think. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Oh, just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all. Ugh. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. It's no good. I've got to stay on the attack. Then you blame me because I recall she was the one who started all this mess, and it's all starts with the money. Yeah, if you're talking about it all starts with money, I guess. But yeah, if you're talking about Desiree, I think she was some of the root. Well, yeah, she's kind of the root cause of some of the situations of what poor Ron has gotten himself into. But you know, is that anything new? I'll probably never get another chance. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. Just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? Can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has he buried his cinnamon roll. Yes, Ron is a sweetheart. I am very curious how, obviously he had some money, but obviously she cares about him to get him a good lawyer. So the problem stems from her spending. Desiree needs to spend less and maybe cause less destruction. Well, not destruction, breaking speeding laws. But yes, poor Ron Delight really just needs to talk with his wife to be like, hey, let's not spend as much money anymore. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Who? Oh, hi, you. Who are you? Does that really matter? Doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delight. What are you doing here? Alright, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's inside the bag, Will? That's... the secret urn, Nick! It's the urn! Order! You, madame! That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in that office of Mr. Fancy Pants, ace detective. Look at me. Oh, Dizzy, you're the best! Secret urn found in the office of Look at Me has pink splotches all over him. And he actually put it together properly. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atney? Even you are going to have a hard... Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Oh, pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atney was involved? Forecasting assertion at Detective Atney, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? What about it? Oh, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. Well, all I can say is that's your basic assumption. She could have got it from there. You can't tell me that this quote-unquote ace detective doesn't have cameras where we can see that he, first of all, brought it there, and two, that she got it from there. So, I don't know what you're saying. Wright's giving this man his coffee on the side. I think he just has like a coffee machine, like under the desk here. He probably has like a coffee maker or something, or a oh, what is it called? It's not a cooler. The thermos? Yeah, like it's just a giant bottle that just has the coffee warm so we can keep drinking. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more can only compound the tragedy we have been a witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight, please. You gotta help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've gotta prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Testify what I saw, show fingerprints on the urn. I would assume we would test for fingerprints. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. I'd say testify. Yeah, but I don't even know if that would let me, if it would let me do so, because I am the lawyer of the defendant, so I would be it would not be an impartial party. So I don't know if that would work. It'd be kind of like the same thing Desiree is going through, so we'll find out. What about it, Mr. Wright? Witness fingerprints would be nothing anyway. Nick, what are you gonna do? Come too far to turn back now. He must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Okay, so I am correct. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Well, she cleaned it. Pearls shouldn't be on there. It's not Maya. I don't think it would be Pearl. I would think it'd be Adrian Andrews. That's my guess. Let me give you an important piece of advice. Be the one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game ends is the winner. Let me give you an even more important piece of advice, Mr. Wright. You are not going to win this game with that answer. Okay, got it. Let me read what... So fingerprints is the way to go. But what would be... Because if it's not Adrian Andrews, because she's cleaned it spotless. In any case, I'm always habit of wearing gloves. Because she painted that, she rubbed that thing spotless. Now, I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their finger... Oh! Your fingerprints are on it. I remember Phoenix touched the vase, or urn. Vase. I called it a vase. I think it's mine. So what is up all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? I can't believe it hit me. It was like, oh yeah, we did go there. Whose fingerprints would be on there? If it's not him, if it's not at me because he wears gloves, it wouldn't. And obviously, Master Mask doesn't have fingerprints because he wears gloves too. I touched it. Hey, Nick. Oh, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. But I just want to say in the future, they really did not want Phoenix to marry anyone. Yeah. Yep. Well, hey, Phoenix went through a big event in his life that changed the course of what he'd be doing. And he technically decides his daughter raises Apollo and Athena pretty much as his like 2 other children. So I think he has too much time spent on all those 3 people to worry about marrying. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmee's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put in there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? So this is where we put Adrian, saying Adrian. There it is. It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. And she can testify to that fact. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingers on it after that was yesterday at the Atmee Detective Agency. Oh, this blend, Godot blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. How many blends of this coffee do you have? Order. I request the defense's request. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take the certain and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. Hello. I know no one in the attorney lives happily ever like Godot. Yeah, we don't talk about... well... In a way, he kind of does. We're not going to get into that. No spoilers, just in case someone in the chat doesn't know what's going on. But yeah, hello, welcome. We're unmasking a thief today. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the arm. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. You think? Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is none other than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I was the one and only Master Mask. Haha, I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Joy. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmee's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. He's started as just a playboy anyway, but lawyer. Yeah. But that's just what Atome Games visual novel games are. Danganronpa is a visual novel. It's just how you use the medium that makes it very creative. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Rhonda Light. No. Well, ain't no way we're having this conversation. Oh, boy. You're wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sticky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me, I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but you poor soul. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass, Judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Why would you do that? That's not safe. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Oh, hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you mean. If you are best mask, to prove it, that's what it means. Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Either way, you're gonna end up in the hospital because that isn't sanitary. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession. Hey there, Mr. Thief, Godot says calmly. Yep, well, Godot's calm most of the time. Anyways, mask to mask identity. The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the urn was. I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Oh, you're doing great. I want to smack my forehead. It's like, what are you doing? Smack the forehead, smack the forehead, smack the forehead. Your wife is gonna look at you and be like, what are you doing? Like, Frank, should we get a psychiatrist in here to say that he needs help? Because obviously there's something. The Judge Beard looks like uncanny. I think you already ate a pizza, so why do you need more food? I don't know why you're getting delusional. Hey, stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise, too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true mask to mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Oh, sigh. Mask to mask identity. I'm very hungry. You don't say. I've been mask to mask all along. I mean, you can prove I don't have an alibi for the night of the urn was stolen. Got no alibi? I've been a judge for a very long time. Hunger. So the picture Wendigo hunger. Well, Wendigos are a Native American folklore. and they don't typically, they're a curse because of humans consuming human flesh. His beard looks nothing. Well, his beard is fluffy. That's all I could say to that. But yeah, Wendigos, they looks like fur. Yeah. But yeah, that's... Obviously, I don't know everything about Wendigos, but that's what I know. Based on some of the things. No, it looks like... Oh boy. And this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lori Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Rhonda Light when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Oh, you think you could prove that? Wake up and spill the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can explain how. Oh boy. Right, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi? Yes, I do. I have evidence, or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Yes. Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to this court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Found in the building around 1 a.m. That crime opens later record when used. Well, it's a 50-50 shot between these two. I'm gonna go with the wallet. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Oh, yes, it does. I have lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No! So, if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has an airtight alibi. A watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Oh, boy. Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there, not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO's office. No. Oh, that was pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Fortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all. Grr, the stupid kid. You call him a kid, his hair is whiter than the judges. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to the KB security at 1 a.m. that night. It would be this. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes. Basically it says, bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like a blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Light was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security CEO's office, a half an hour away from the crime scene. Ooh, Rook. No, 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 no. Or, no, 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 no. Order, order, order. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. Well, I'm not sure what I think of it myself. Back, what sort of madness have I come back to? One person's hungry. In the game, we're just trying to prove why Mr. Delight is not Master Mask, because he is very adamant that he is. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. It's Larry! Who is this useless-looking young man? That's because he is spoilers, or is he? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, he kind of is. Kind of. You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Not just hungry, very hungry. Okay. I got it. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this keycard. Yep. How do I do it? Yep, that's the keycard used in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room. Every time you use the keycard, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you who entered the room and when. There, I found it. Why did you do him like that? Why did they do them like that? Because Larry's the butt of the joke. Ha 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 ha. It's like, I had to remember how Larry's voice was. He's like this, being whining because he whines all the time. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. 3, 2, 1. Pwah. Woohoo! This is technically a halfway point in case 2. Technically. He's like better than 70% of the characters. I guess it depends. Well, Mr. Godot? The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. But I remember one time. Wait a second. Well, that's a doctor. that you need to talk to a doctor about that one, because that's all I have to say. I'm no professional, so go to a doctor. So what does it show? Each key card has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Keycard data updated in the court record. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. Oh, looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't enough to provoke a little cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. So it was just a agree. Okay. See, I'm not the only one concerned. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. No, don't follow, because that sounds like a bad decision. Court is now adjourned. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. It's okay. It's not sleeping for 2 whole days. Oh boy. Nick, you did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. Just know I'm blushing. Congrats, Mr. Nick! Oh, Pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Gasp. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? With the tired... Oh, boy. You should be ashamed of yourself. Youch. She slapped me. Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick? Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client? Well, I don't think I should. That's... Okay, let's not make those jokes, please. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Please. Let's not do that. Please fix yourself. Yeah, let's not do that, please. Let's not do that. Just for everyone to be able to feel comfortable if they come into the stream. I know you're joking, but, you know, just in case. I'll never forgive you. Ow. Double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? So I'm like, how do you suspect I fix it? Oh boy. We got the secret urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks Nicky boy here. But actually it was you, Miss Delight, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? Because he really wants to be the thief. But I'm the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. I like putting on a platonic way. Well, yeah, because she's trying to keep people in line. She's a She is a very smart and mature kid, but still has a lot of growing up to do. I think it's very adorable that her and Maya get along so well. She's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. Wait, who's Pearl? You, Mr. Trite. This is Pearl. She's, Maya and Mia Faye's cousin. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. And she can be a menace at times, like the rest of her sisters. Yep. Command me. What do you mean? Oh, boy. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out, what? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Rhonda Light was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him, you know, put in prison. What is happening? Kind of an anti-alibi. No way! He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I'm a thief, I tell you. Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? Technically, yes. Well, yes. It's kind of like a weird rectangle connection going on, I guess. Or, what would you call it? Because connect that, so that's connected, and then you hit her, which is connected. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird... Yeah, it is a square. The best way to say that. I've returned from the depths of heck to battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Wow. Edward isn't that intimidating to you now? Well then, it's time to say goodbye, Mr. Light. Mr. Delight. I almost said Mr. Trite. Goodness. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie! Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck is going to happen next? A lot. Is this technically... I was gonna say, does this count? I still think it's still episode 2, right? Yeah. Or case 2. October 13th, 12:02 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Light got arrested again.
Well, supposedly, Mr. Light was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Light was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did do good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm gonna head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some quality time together, full of love and happiness.
You're a sweet 9-year-old. And I don't want to dash your dreams, but come on, man. They're friends. They're just friends. Pearl is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Yes, ma'am. She's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Can I move? Okay, so we can go to the different places. I guess we'll talk. Sacred urn. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Don't question mark
At me? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. Clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maybe Maya doesn't know about 1 year ago when the urn was broken. The repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I am. And the repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember even seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that the urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that when she gets back to Korean Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya has been back to Korean Village in a long time. Korean Village. So I guess people still go to Korean Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo? Huh. Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen.
Is that what happened last year? Is what happened last year still bothering you? All of the flashbacks. The murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when a especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
Suppose not, but guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Oh, you have no idea. She has a lot of responsibilities to deal with. Alright. Move. I guess we'll go here. see if Ron is there. October 13th, Detention Center. Visitors Ron.
Already told you it's not me. Sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence.
Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now.
Man, we don't have enough time as it is.
Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands.
Guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too.
Come on, we'll just have to come back later.
Okay, let's go check out some other places, Nick.
I guess we'll go to Mask's hideout. Mask's hideout.
Maya. Nicky boy, not Maya.
Mr. Light.
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help in beating herself up.
Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie.
He's not a killer, I swear.
My Ronnie wanted her to fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy.
I knew ask for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Well, she cares about her husband. And she went to go try to find the urn. So, besides for spending a lot of money, she obviously cares about her husband. Ron Delight. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It just died in him.
I don't think he could either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him snapping and screaming, "Please die."
He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief.
I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief, huh? That's the very idea. I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Opposites attract. Team Fortress 2 gameplay win. Probably not, because it's apparently I've heard that there's a lot of toxic people on Team Fortress 2, so, and also I've never played it, but I would like to avoid toxicity if I can help it.
Yeah, they sure are different.
Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway.
What? For you?
Detective at me. I hate these kind of people more than anything.
You mean ace detectives?
No, I'm fine with ace detectives.
Oh, so then you must mean thieves?
No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway?
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. By the way, have you watched? No, I have not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have not. Well, they're recent. Like, very recent. Huh. Like, really recent. I did not expect that. I went there to try to find more about the real criminal.
The real criminal?
Yes, obviously, the real Master is not my Ronnie, right? I keep asking you to pressure you.
Yeah?
And Detective Atman knew more about Master than anyone else.
They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV.
So then you went there to ask him some questions?
That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, "Base detective isn't in right now." But I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout.
That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, when we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
Give me security.
Well, I'll watch it after the stream, how's that? Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works.
So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. At Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I'm gonna say, this is, I think, one of the few that talks about a security guard. So it's interesting. Ron quit, he doesn't work there anymore.
Looks like Miss Delight doesn't know.
KB Security's only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car.
Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike.
To make it to KB Security that fast, are you saying you aren't literally flying?
Well, I'll give you a ride sometime, or better yet, how about now?
No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Miss Light told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Love at first sight?
So was it really love at first sight when you met Mr. Delight?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, they're not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I'm so frightened.
They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember it. He looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. I'm sorry, but this... He had a bag over his head.
He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces.
Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robber's face turning pale. That high-pitched screech of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers.
All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Aww, that's just sweet. He's a sweetheart.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look like it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Sniff, sniff, fool. That's so romantic, I'd fall in love too, I guess. The siren sings. Yeah.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not so distant future. Oh, the game talking about it, it's very funny. Ha ha ha. It's like, you know exactly what you're doing, game. You know that Maya has been put in too many... This is the second time? No, she's been only kidnapped once. Or is it twice? It's once or twice now. Alright. Off to, I guess, Luke Atmey's office. A siren. Or a spider. Well, if you were a siren, you'd be able to, like, swim around a lot of places. And are less likely to be caught by fishermen. A spider typically dies very quickly. So I guess I go with that. Well, this place is literally crawling with cops.
What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually masked to mask, it must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen.
Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case.
But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday?
Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like,
"There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure if Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Yeah, that's better. Probably the first one. I despise spiders. I can't. Guess nothing new there, so I guess, well, here? Many places to go. Lord Lee Taylor made an exhibition hall.
The treasures of Korean the treasures of Korean exhibit is all ruined now.
Maya.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Enemy spider. Ugh. Gross. Maybe I could cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it?
Really?
Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Mask-to-Mask's Desires. That will probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! 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 That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Well, that was surprisingly easy. Guess we'll go to the basement.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews? What's she still hanging around down here for?
So how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved.
The Mask's identity.
I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
Looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the Mask to guard the treasures.
Hello, welcome. We put Luke Atney behind bars because he is mask to mask and proved Ron Delight innocent, but now he is being accused of murder of the CEO of the company he previously worked at because his employee card swiped in at 1 a.m. during the time where the CEO was murdered. And also he was blackmailed by the CEO, allegedly. So, we kind of fell out of the pot and into the fire right now. Don't blame yourself, you're just doing your job.
Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, what was it that you hired? When was it that you hired Detective Atney again?
About 20 days ago. And when was it that Mr. Mask's calling card had arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. Hello, welcome. We're just working on the second half of Case 2.
Guess that's it then. Detective Atney must have really wanted the secret urn after all.
I guess so. Wow, what do you mean? Goodness. The night of the crime.
What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yeah, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atney?
No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. Never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that it's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. The sacred urn. I'm so glad you found that you got the sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seemed different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? The answer is yes. Boom boom. Cyclops. What do you think this means, Nick? Means the person that holds the secret to the secret mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. I don't even know if I guess I'm gonna save, if anything, and then we can try the Cyclops. See if we can get past it. If not, we'll push for again, Miss Andrews. Yeah. But hey, she's innocent. She hasn't done anything wrong. I think she's just overly stressed. The sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the submitted was at the trial was genuine? My only guess is this? No. No. Alright. Okay, so how do I prove that it's genuine? If it's not that one thing. Alright, glad I saved. I guess we'll be back later. Because I was like, oh, maybe I can just use that. But I guess not. CEO's office. KB Security CEO's office. That is a giant red button. This walls are weird. I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick, just like you expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys! Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real training rep for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. The prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. Thought you'd be more like... Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho 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 ho. There's something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. The point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their job. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. He saved your life, Maya. He dedicated to help saving your life. He is a nice guy. What do you mean? Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on! What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Don't start crying on me, okay, bro?
okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Billard. He was the CEO of KB Security, a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His established time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. My gumshoes, the reason you're still here. Yep. He's one of the big contributing factors, because he was very determined to help find Maya. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. Happened at exactly the same time that Master Mass was stealing the urn, huh? Time of death, October 12th at 1 a.m. Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. So someone hit him really hard on the head.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Billard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it's pretty big. Nobody had heard from him. And when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. So the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billard.
Maybe you should start by getting the man's name right.
Hello, welcome back.
We're in the second part of Case 2 of Game 3. So we'll be making some big progress, right, Gumshoe? I thought that said Professor Godot. It was like, It's like, wait, that's the wrong thing. Detective at me.
So, what happened to Master Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. No, I don't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene, huh? Yeah, right. I hope you have lots of fun today. Well, thank you. Thank you. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there is one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Anamon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Gem and the thief. Stolen? Suspiciously, there's a security guard there. Hey, this guard here, haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it, newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article on Master Mask's first heist. The precious gem, the Tear of Anamon. Priceless. I'm assuming just taken. Stolen.
Oh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did that way just because he knew he'd get... Gumshoe. Yeah, I think he did that way just because he knew he'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. I hate the freaking tease. We're trying to say things in Gumshoe's voice. So who's that Java addicted mass maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I've never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. I don't need a snack, but thank you. I'm drinking water. I love your voice acting. Thank you. I try my best. I don't know. I try to be creative as humanly possible. And Gumshoe, I try to make at least the main cast as different as possible because, hey, if I reuse voices for the side characters, it helps. But yeah, Gumshoe is kind of a Yogi Bear. That's what I get from him anyway. At least one of the highlights of these streams. Why, thank you. I'm glad. But yeah, I had a little bit of a snack before stream, but thank you for worrying. But I'm doing good. That's where he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Once they left me. Those creepy ones I love there. Why are you making like a creepy or a copy pasta? Please don't make a copy pasta in the chat. There's a reason why no one would tell you Gumshoe. There's a big reason. I can't say why because that's spoilers, but I think there's a good reason. This is a tiny little computer.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret.
You don't say,
Phoenix.
You don't say.
Alright, let's examine
this rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it opened?
This thing I hear is no summoning demon in the chat. Yeah, don't do that either. Come on. If we want it to be a nice chatting experience, no copy pastas, because then people think it's okay to put copy pastas in the chat, and then then it's not going to be fun for anyone to interact. I don't even know where you even get these things. I don't think so.
So you mean?
Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying. How about this? I'll bring Small Ren onto the stream, because I know that makes people happy. Like, for Pete's sake. Let's put her like... Oh, that's a little worm. Where'd she go? Ah! Oh. There we go. You know, no talking in the chat. You can talk in the chat. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where am I? There we are. There we go. She's here. She has arrived. She has arrived.
You mean the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
Well, I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that you all enjoy Small Ren. I didn't think my image would get my drawing would get that much love, so I'm glad that she gets a lot of attention. She's become like the little icon in the lower right-hand corner too, so you can see her there. Oh, well, thanks. You've said that before. She can't be serious, can she? So that's just that.
You think about it, that guy was hanging here all night.
Yeah, oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in there, must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh. I got some bad news for you, pal. More times. Oh, boy. Yeah, I get the point. You like the tiny drawing. She's the icon in the corner. Yes, I updated it. So, yeah, she's in the corner now. So,
if you miss seeing her and I don't have her, like, plopped on my head or over to the side or on my shoulder, she will be in the corner of my streams and videos and other things. So she'll always be there. Since, that's the popularity thing happening with her, I guess.
Are you ready?
I'm okay, shoot.
Opening this baby is no piece of cake.
What do you mean? No, I'm not giving her a weapon. She don't have any arms. How's she gonna hold a weapon if she had no arms?
Open this baby is no piece of cake. There's only a few people who know how to open the safe, pal.
Yeah, and
everyone that knows how to open the safe has airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm most afraid to ask.
Former security chief, Ron DeLight.
What? Ron DeLight? He was the security chief?
I didn't even know he was the security chief. I think I forgot. I didn't remove her arms. She was drawn with no arms.
If you look on my Twitter, you can see where the inspiration I got for her design. They didn't have small arms, and I think she looks cute. If anything, her arms are, like, bundled up inside of the, like, onesie she's in. Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh?
Yep, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
Well, it's important information. I have a phone. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Give her arms back. Maybe. I can maybe draw her with arms in the future. To let her be. Goodness. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out. Just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of coffee, something expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Eek.
Interesting.
Like, interesting the fact, so he was at the desk. So I'm assuming, because I can't remember how it happened, I'm assuming he got up, went to go do something, and someone came up behind him. But that's me just speculating. I have no idea. Oh, there's a button. Here, let's see.
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
That was pretty funny. Never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyway?
It's an emergency puzzle. It says right there on the panel.
Does it? I cannot read it. It's in gibberish. Like literal gibberish. Okay, oh yeah, Undertale Yellow when? Give me like 1 second, I can tell you. It'll be Saturday. Undertale Yellow is Saturday. Tomorrow is either the second to last Subnautica egg collecting or the last. We'll see how it goes. Get a precise time for my prey has finally appeared. Oh boy. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. And no, you cannot eat the small drawing. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? That's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there, but they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Like this game called just Shapes and Beats. It sounds familiar. I don't know why. Shapes and beats. Oh, yeah, I know this. I know this game. I've seen that game before. Yeah, maybe. Please don't make any sound. Please don't make any sound. Woo. Yeah, I know a lot of people liked it. It's an interesting game. It's probably at the same level of insanity that I put myself through other times, so it's possible. She is not safe up there. What do you mean? She's like attached. Like, look. She can't go anywhere. Like, she's attached. She is not going anywhere. May you please play it in the future? Maybe when it goes on sale, I can write it down as something. I wouldn't be opposed to playing it. Let me just game ideas stream. Shapes and beats. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. If we're doing ha 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 ha. Very, very, very funny. Very, very, very funny. I guess it kind of is like that. But a lot of other VTubers do that anyway, so I don't know. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Ballard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, so just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Connected to the basement security guard office, there are no fingerprints on it. Oh boy. I think no matter what, that is your opinion about this drawing. That's all I have to say. Those look like some kind of bookshelf / rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at the time, huh? Looks like they're filled with a bunch of files.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. That just sounds very random. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. Okay, yeah, makes sense. KD Security. They handle security.
It'd be a good night's reading if you got an insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Why would a security company have something about UFOs? I guess this one. The spray bottle for natural. Yeah! I think we all see the problems. It will never end, I guess. Check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah.
What did you find out, Nick?
This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
The list. Let's see. Tier of Anamon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
Probably someone agrees. I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Do you just have a printer in your pocket, Phoenix? Do you just open your, part of your suit, and there's just a printer, and you just go, and it just prints? Kane's list added to the court record. I think we got everything, except for this painting, but I don't know if the painting's important. I don't think it's important about myself.
Wow, look at the huge frame photo.
Both context. Oh boy.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The great sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Yeah, that is kind of sad. Guess the security room we go. I wonder if Larry's here. I see this. KB security guard office. What is this? What is this room? Looks like a... Is that a table or a bed? And then this looks kind of like a music room. Excuse me. That's a... Looks like a workout place. These are some interesting photos. Or cameras. Well, this is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... So... Oh, boy. Are you a Grim Reaper? Oh, boy. Hey, Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. I was working my fingers to the bone. And in once an angel, I got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Billard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Okay. Alright. He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, I've got some good information for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. Yeah, but he likes women way more, so why would he care about my needs? Because he flirts with all the women. That was then and this is now. Good info. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't give away information for free. You want a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Where's the supplier? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. I'm not reading that sentence. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Rondelight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background, follow me? Yeah, you're a pro, I follow, go on. Well, 1 year ago, Rondelight was fired. And there was no warning at all, it just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. I think you're projecting, Larry. I'm surprised you still have a job. No, that's just you. Security guard. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First I have to keep my eyes on those monitors all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. If I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposed to be the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day. Yeah, but it's important. Especially for a security company. That makes a lot of sense. The night of the crime. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me and I can't operate the equipment and I'm dumb. Even if it is a part-time and you are dumb, you are still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't pin the whole thing on me.
That's not fair, Nick. Huh?
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? Of course. Of course. 1, 2. Apparently, 2 is the magic number for this case. For the guy having to spend the night at FNAF. Yeah. How did bro even get this position? I'm just realizing. Who knows? He has a long resume, so maybe something was interesting. Or they were just really desperate for someone to be in the position. Because my assumption is that he's in the position where Rhonda Light was previously. So they needed someone to take his position, like, quickly. So Larry applied, and maybe he was the only one applied, or he was the most qualified out of the people that were not qualified. So they just hired him. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm going to have to break his Cyclops after all. Alright, let me examine. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of an old lady. You don't say. I wonder if that old lady is who I think it is.
There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know.
Then yeah, even his fault if you think about it. Yeah, it's just something that I would assume. It's nothing against Larry. That's just my guess, because Ron was recently let go, so that's my own thing. Defending against Onslaught Undead in game. Well, I wish you luck. But yeah, it's nothing against Larry. That's my guess, is that they were desperate. So yeah. Poor Larry was just ended up in this situation because of the actions of others. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. This place is so futuristic. Apparently you know exactly what game it is. Wow. You guys have like synergy or something. Hey Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never, ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenwood? Talk about her. Seriously, don't want to. It's a great game. Huh. Something in Roblox too. Well, glad you're enjoying it.
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it's got me curious. If the jacket pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what will happen?
It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Comically honest. Yep. Something's written on this poster in fine print.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command.
I mean, it's a fair response for someone's demise. Better, and you'll see what it is. That's important. Brain does not know how to react to bad situations. Huh? That's in black powder. That's in black powder. Game. Oh, it's a Roblox game? Huh. I didn't even know that's a Roblox game. Huh. Interesting. TV. Huh. Interesting. Never heard of it.
It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. Yeah, if you remember Wendy Oldbag, you remember Wendy Oldbag. Stay away from my superior because I don't want to deal with Wendy Oldbag.
God, I love it. He literally said Roblox. No, because well, he said I should be rigging something in Roblox Studio, assuming it was. So based on that wording, his assumption it's in a separate thing. Don't play it, you'll get hooked. So, no, the context was, my assumption was that there was that going on. Oh my goodness. She's what... I haven't played in a while, but I've been playing too much Minecraft lately. Yeah, I've been doing that too. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. Like One Piece. They added stuff.
She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real, genuine ray gun.
They still let her have that? Yeah, sounds scary, alright.
Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now.
Yeah, she comes back and our boss is dead. Yeah, what a thing to come back to.
Those screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere.
Yeah, it is wild what you can do in Roblox. If you push the limits of things, it's very interesting what you can do.
And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them.
Well, it means that someone really knows how to code properly. Because if anything, and design things real well. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV on these too?
If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry.
Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it.
And how do you know that, Larry?
Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright?
Is there anything in... I guess the seat's the only other thing that I have not looked at.
That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? Keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you gonna do in an emergency?
Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork.
Even my pros could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Examine everything, even with a whiff of an old bag in it. Ha 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 ha.
Well, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Did you say,
Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyways? Like I said, I think it was luck/unluck. Okay, so I can't get anything. Like, what do I have? Okay, what if can I ask about him? Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at.
Hey Nick, I told you I'm a pro and you don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, actually I've got time for you though, Maya.
Guess you could say dead unluck. That's a good pun. Yeah, he has that bad of a luck. It really is. I think this is the first time his boss has been murdered. His girlfriend has been murdered. And what's the other one? A girl he had a crush on, Mia, was murdered. A murder happened in the park where he was working. I think that's all right now. We're gonna have to get this. We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? If I just do Rhonda Light, will you do anything? No. What if I go Desiree? Anything to say about Desiree? No. Okay, how about this?
So about this.
Oh, what's that?
Hey, wait a minute, Maya. What's wrong?
You copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us. So, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my billfold.
That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Is that this guy is completely happy to go with his BTM? Yeah, he's always happy. Larry's always happy for the most part. No, I really want you to show it to me. I guess maybe we can present this. Do you have anything? This was his first heist and I underestimated him. Be smaller nor small chibi. Well, if anything, if in the far off future, maybe I could get like a chibi model of Small Ren. That could be something interesting. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost info on the witness. By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try to catch Master Mask.
But he got away, huh?
Thank God. I got this weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. Anything else important? Do you have anything to say about this guy?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
Same thing, what do you mean? Like, if I made, like, a chibi model, but it would be Small Ren based, if that makes sense. Because she literally is just me, but tiny. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebeard, Bard, pal. Small Ren like her drawing. Yep.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Like a small chibi version. Yeah, I know what you mean by chibi version. But, yeah. But I'm just saying, they could easily be combined. Because that's kind of what it is. Oh, boy. And it just cycles back to that again. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now is our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
The victim. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Get the spray bottle. Oh boy. Like I said, you can't eat the drawing. Well, the company basically sent security teams out to buildings to guard him. Mr. Billard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing his kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but this guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. Can't get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah, oh, gave me security. Used to head security operations against Mask the Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Stop me. Oh boy. So that was interesting information. I think I have looked at everything in this room. I guess we can go see if Rhonda Light is available. To talk to? So, next in credit card info. Who knows? Anything can happen. Oh, but let me go. Maybe Desiree has something to say. Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you.
Oh, really?
You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave.
Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Billard himself?
Goodness. Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it? Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. Goodness. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. Interesting. What about this? Do you know anything about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses in other people's business.
Looks like Miss Delight doesn't know about it. Which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed.
How about this? Okay, shouldn't I... My goodness. Profiles. I will make a Jamie of a spray bottle kit to it. Oh boy. Oh boy. What about Larry? Oh, this guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He got some issues, doesn't he? Huh? Let's just say his flirting style's pretty obvious. Pretty stale too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines. What's even more sad is said man probably leaves in those like they're his lifeline.
Looks like he blew it again, huh?
Well, of course he would. She's married and very happily married, mind you. She doesn't really have anything for me, really. Guess we can present the button, see what he says.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain. See your eyes and the ears. But the jury is still out on the brain thing.
Hey, Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Kinda confused on where I need to go. Ace attorney. Ace attorney. Trials and tribulations. Alright, let me... I just need a slight guide of where I am going. Let me just see, blah 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 percent. Okay. Oh, so I can put this? Oh, okay, so I can ask him that? I don't know why. Did I not ask Gumshoe about the... I guess I didn't. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about it too, pal. Why would Cam Billard have been blackmailing Ron DeLight anyway?
Well, Mr. Light used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright. That all? Yeah, that's all he said. Did that push it? And psych lock. Oh, so I can do Larry's psych lock. Just so I know where I need to go. Okay. Cause hey, when you don't know where you're going, then you need a little guidance. Night of the crime. On the night of the crime, you were working hard like you were supposed to? What? What? Huh? Oh my goodness. Ugh. Of course I was. Why wouldn't I be here? But didn't you sneak out of work yesterday just to go to see Mr. Light? Oh, but that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow, now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have any evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... Isn't it this? Goodness, I love that this is the thing. This is the keycard to the CEO's office. Oh, because cameras. Oh. Yeah, that's right. This keycard was found inside a wallet. This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that just happened yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Whoa! Yeah, but there's something you didn't even think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder might have stuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murder had stuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Because of this. Phew, boy, you really have me scared. What? It says it only used... What do you mean? Oh, so because the thing only says once. Whatever. Okay. So you want me to use it again? Like, frick, I thought that would work. Whatever. Whatever. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the doors to the CEO's office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yeah, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh! Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. No! Oh, we won.
Alright. Deny the crime.
Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault.
Larry.
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
My Donna happened.
Huh? Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
Oh boy. Hello, welcome back. Oh, Larry. Oh, I feel bad for Larry. Oh, poor Larry. His girlfriend is breaking up with him.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend, it was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching, isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah.
So is that why you left the security guard office?
Well, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. How could I ever make it up for it, Nick? What can I do?
Skill issue. What do you mean skill issue? Oh boy. Larry, you're not helping yourself.
He curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh boy.
Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will.
Larry.
Hey, Nick, so as long as he's offering, why don't we show him the evidence we got?
He's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him.
Nick!
We could present a couple things, so how about this?
So what about this?
Sorry, but I'm a creep pigeon on this one. You can choose, like I said.
Oh, Maya, you shouldn't have. A love letter for me?
No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter.
What? How do you know about that, Maya?
Huh?
How much is it Alexis demanding this time?
Huh? Who is this Alexis? What have you been involved with, Larry? Why is one? I'm assuming Alexis is one of your past girlfriends. Is she blackmailing you, Larry?
Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? Pretty sure we did.
Yeah, but he's a little bit of a dunce.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right, just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Huh?
Go ahead, Maya, press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks, I tried.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed.
Like a Dunsparce, honestly. Yeah, but a Dunsparce does something effective. Emergency buzzer.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So it was you, huh?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office?
Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right?
That pickup line sucks. Well, it just depends on the person. For Larry, it's probably impressive.
Plus, I don't think it was necessary.
Now we can have two small Huh? It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to the talk about the night of the murder, okay? Is it okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off last night?
Wow.
There must be a
record, right? You must have had a look at it, right?
Of course I did, and I couldn't have possibly made a mistake either.
you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. Whoa!
What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
If America have free. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. That is just funny. that my gosh.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible.
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night it went off just once in the morning, around 1 a.m.
Spent like, can I just spawn like 30 small runs? Technically, but I don't want my computer to have small runs. I don't want to add too many on the screen because then it'll lag the stream. That's all. One is enough.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
Buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO's office. I learned it from a friend. Wow. You know anything about this? Okay, well, at least we got that. Can we have two? I can attempt, but I'm not adding any more. Because one is enough for me. We need another bite size. Oh my gosh. You guys are ridiculous. Alright, how about we're just gonna do this the easier way for me. There you go. No. If you continue, I will put both of the small runs away for the remainder of the stream. Move CEO's office. Present. Okay, you don't know anything? Okay. It's fine. Let's see if we go to exhibit, move to and Co. to move to the detention center. Oh boy. Oh, finally progress.
Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, they finished your interrogation?
Yes, but
Please don't leave me alone anymore.
Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you?
Well, you see...
On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lord Lee Taylor's department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, King Billard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Alright, mask to mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are mask to mask?
Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB security at the time.
So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo. It's gotta be Detective At.
It's gotta be Detective Atme.
The night of the crime. So that night you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right?
Yes, I went to KB security at the time of the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I went there where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone. I wonder what that silhouette was. Can you now do 2 times the amount of... No. This is enough. I don't want to mess with the... I don't want to put too many stuff on screen and then I lag. 2 is enough. 2 is enough for you guys. There doesn't need to be any more. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Yes, they requested 2 of them. That's my limit. 2. No more. Why do you want more? There's no reason to want more. Oh, boy. Paste. Please, madam. There. That's it. No more. And I mean it. No more.
Was it Kane Biller that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. Wow. I'm sorry, but for a minute I was so confused. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I died myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. Yes, I'm putting my foot down. I don't want to destroy the experience. Don't you guys, us. You clearly tell. Just one annoying you. I'm more than happy with one small one. No, it's actually 2 people annoying me, so, which is half of the people here. Don't you guys, us. Like I said, I'm putting my foot down. This is it. And like I said before, this is not going to be a consistent thing. Like, the small run can be consistent. And it's on a show. There's the middle child, the one that's not on her is the oldest, I guess. Well, that's enough small runs. Okay, thank goodness, so I don't have to listen. Remember, you mentioned it, so boop, boop. Inner 3 small runs. You mentioned it, so goodbye. No more small runs. They went away. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay, and what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Delight sounds kind of like a murderer to me.
Please don't say that. Why you were fired?
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB security?
How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please.
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Phew, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found I was living a life of crime. Criminal, thief, she'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. So you admit that your wife has spending problems. Instead of being a thief, at least that's what I thought it, anyway. So he became master for Desiree, huh? Yep. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Master Mask, he must have gone away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right. I got a sunburst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Mr. Beast. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh?
Wow, awesome. Hey, hold on. Hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. Newspaper about Fierce Type's garden photo is Ron Delight. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Master Mask disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, the curious breath of Finnegan's natural. I don't have a freaking. I could see. Spray bottle, and background. Oh boy. Why is it so difficult? Where is it? How have I have duplicated this somehow. How the frick did that happen? You would think asking for a spray bottle would be easy to find, but I guess not. They really like the side views of spray bottles. Goodness. Oh, why is there just a whole thing dedicated? How many people need spray bottles in their lives? My goodness! There's so many! Wait, what if I go to... let's see. I need this, and now I gotta scroll forever because I decided to keep all of the stuff. Alright. I'm actually not doing bad on time. I'm doing pretty efficient. Alright, almost there, almost there, almost there. Frickin' heck. There it is. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Well, that works. It's not great, but it works. It's not the one I would like, but it works. Oh boy, hang on like 1 second. Alright, give me this. New. File. But yes, you did. Yes. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. I love trying to deal with all of this. Alright, perfect, I can do this. Alright. Now that we have done that, I can just go grab small run real quick. Try and get a raid here at this point. Oh boy. This is done. This. There you go. There, she's got a bottle. Which she can spray if she needs to. Put it like right there. Yeah, that works. For now. Anyway, so that'll work for now. Took a while. I received the blackmail, first letter of the blackmail letters. This is Twitch. What do you mean? I gotta raid here at some point. Well, Twitch can happen. Like, Twitch can happen, goodness. Raids happen on YouTube, if you didn't know. They actually can happen. So, just a matter. Yeah, they're a new feature. Newer feature, I should say. Let me see if I just add this. Will this work properly? Interesting. Oh, well, this is an interesting development. Huh. Why? Because I'm trying to figure something out. Am I putting up a firewall? What is happening? Okay. Now I can get rid of this. And ta-da! Now it's attached. You're way too close. But yeah, there we go. Now I got it all set. Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more, now. Oh my eye. Hey, calm down, don't get so worked up. DRB, okay. Okay. Bum. Alright. Talk. Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. I'll have my chance soon. What do you mean? But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Unamon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it." So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? Water gun. I don't know if I can find that. I think this spray bottle is enough. Goodness. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
No, heist plans.
What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. It showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was masked to mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. So who planned them out all in detail? All out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Can you try not to look so gleefully about it?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, truth is I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? From second to mask heist on, he steals as directed by blackmail letters. God, what do you mean? Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Naturally, Miniman has an aimbot. Yeah, probably. She probably has good aim. She's probably good with weapons, is my guess. She's only active in the front. What is happening? Like I said. Oh boy.
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey, Pearly!
Oh, she came back quick.
I'm back!
Hey, Pearls.
Hey, Pearl, so what have you been up to this whole time?
The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Kirin Village to have it examined.
And what did you find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn.
Phew. That's a relief. I was really worried.
Water balloons. Goodness.
But there's one problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we gotta find out how they got there.
Okay, we'll find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Sacred urn refiled into the court record. Weapons specialist expert. Yeah, that's what my guess would be. Bum 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 bum. Alright, well I'm gonna save real quick, drink some water, and then we'll talk to Adrienne, see if she has anything to say. I don't know if I have everything, but my guess is I have most things. I have the first one that works. Oh, a Topper 13 Lordly Taylor basement.
Oh, Pearl. Nice to see you.
Hello there.
Haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it's oddly shaped and is shockingly pink. This is the same color as the paint splotches on the urn.
So then the question is, what's the cause of the odd shape?
Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Nick.
Assuming Mystic Ami, the statue wasn't where it is now when we first came here, right?
Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it?
Well, if someone moved it, it was probably Mask to Mask.
Maybe he didn't like being watched by Mystic Ami while he stole the urn.
Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk.
Detective Abby said he got hit on the back of the head with this by the thief. That was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Abby was the real thief. It's still hard to believe.
Looks like Adrian feels really bad about it.
I'm going to take a hand to full responsibility and fix that sword myself. No, I don't look it, but I have a complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I'll promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was Ben in the first place. Please be gentle with it.
Man, there's a funny reference called the Game Winter. Huh. And the namings for these Roblox games are fascinating. This box, there's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in. It looks like there's some paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
Had the sacred urn paint stains on it. I think that's it. Looks like the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of boxes and stuff back there.
Guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn.
Remember, Maya? Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Okay, I think that's everything except for, like, the cameras and everything else.
This is the camera and computer that Detective Abby set up, huh?
That's what he said.
And yet he still let it take a picture of him.
Guess he's not as smart as he pretends to be.
Or that he pretends to be.
The camera belonged to Lordly Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Mask to Mask, allow that to happen? Okay, so I think I got that. So let's present this. See how this goes. The Sacred Urn. Alright, well, we got through the first part of this. Badoop. 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 Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Current Village and had it examined.
Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how.
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again. Oh my gosh, it broke again. This urn, poor Ami's ashes, have been fallen in two different places. One at home, and then in a completely different place. Can Ami not rest in peace? Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that the urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
Okay. Let me... Well, I got that. Look, I got the heist plans, run testimony. Dang it, what did it... Present the... Oh. Okay, fine. So you want to... recently, how do you know? I guess this? No? Wait, let me read this. Present the exhibition poster. Wait, so I was correct, but it's recently... It's proof present the exhibition poster. Wait, so I was correct. Okay. Hang on, you. Like, I clicked everything, though.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Well, you're right. Look, it matches.
Okay, fine. Okay, the specific thing, so it wouldn't let me progress.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Okay, now can I do this? Can I now do what I want to do? Thank you. Come on. Please, like, I want to get this investigation done. Okay, give me this. Okay, so what? So this thing is wrong. Present the treasure exhibition poster. This is dumb. Okay, let's try this. How do you know? Oh, I hit the publicity photo. My goodness. That was a brain fart on that one. This poster, it was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. That's what it's supposed to say, but, you know. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that.
I
wasn't there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now tell me the truth.
Wait.
Or?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. Bravo job, but I'm sure that's what happened.
Looks like she's not going to give up that last sight box so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here in Lord Taylor? I'm assuming. Yeah. Well, Miss Andrews?
What is this supposed to mean?
This urn has these pretty little pink splotches on it. And there's something on the box the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say?
So, what does that prove?
That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Lower Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too.
So you can prove that? Can you prove that the box was dropped here? Basement warehouse?
Yep, here you go. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Yes, more or less.
There's pink paint splattered on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprint into the part of the paint stain, am I right?
Yes.
If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright.
Yep. After all, look at this bullcrap. I hit the wrong thing. Being dumb. It's fine. sacred urn.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Why does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher?
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, isn't it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. After the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived, I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed to the ground.
Crash.
I heard a terrible noise and thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the little box and that's when it happened.
Oh, that's even worse.
The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Kuram Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Ami. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami.
Any sane person? Really?
Oh, Pearls, you're only 9. Don't worry about it. Pep, pep, pep. She said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since.
Updated.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Ami face statue. Aha! Ami face statue. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there was no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see, so it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearls?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews?
Oh, what? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why?
Good question. On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? Updated. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delight, was at KB Security. So then why did another mask-to-mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Ho 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 ho. Okay. Yay! Alright, let's do a few more. We'll do a little bit until 3 hours. October 14th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4.
Hey, Nick.
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're all here for the trial next door.
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmy's trial today.
Detective Atmy?
They say they're going to try him as Master Mask.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial.
I know. By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She says she can't neglect her training anymore.
I know you don't like me. Oh, I know you don't like me. Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please, don't ignore me.
Oh, Mr. Delight. Good morning.
No one likes me. No one would notice me even if...
Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer? No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't be really poor. Oh, Ron Delight, you are something. Now let's see, according to Ron Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to help him commit the heists.
Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
Afraid that's not an option. Okay, October 14, 10 a.m. Just courtroom number 6. I almost said 4. Goodness. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the weak.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. Ugh, he's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again.
Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent. That's all.
Afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot.
Oh, then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Like war. But that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
Yes, well then let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. The victim is Kane Ballard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day.
And that's when our lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godot, please call your first witness. He is obsessed with the coffee. My goodness.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one is always the best.
Mr. Godot, your witness?
Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? Maybe a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but... Shit. Yeah, that's just what happens sometimes. It doesn't bother me. 'Cause hey, people don't always have to talk all the time, you know? It's their choice when they want to talk. Remember when Mia was defending me? She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
Oh, you got guts, Tripe.
Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand.
Holy, you did it, didn't you?
Yes? What? No, that's not true. For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Larry looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Oh, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Ballard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. Oh goodness. My visit to KB Security. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Ballard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got ordered me to go there. I've been working for KB Security until a year ago. I knew where his office was. That was very brief. 1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place.
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate, the strong drink it up. Oh, it's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
You never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. Okay. Let's go. Around 1 a.m. I went to see Ballard in his office. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, that's what my watch said when I entered the CEO's office.
No. Actually, not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit. 1 a.m., that's the exact time the victim, Mr. Ballard, was murdered, correct?
It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. It ordered you there?
It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters, son?
Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this, or take that.
Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Light? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do? Press harder. What did the blackmail letter in question say?
It said to bring $50,000.
Money, eh? Perfect motive for committing murder.
Oh, but wait. I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of.
Important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Who? Muddy Mud Skipper in outer space has got better chance of surviving than I do. Didn't threaten me, didn't scare me, wasn't gonna cause me trouble or anything. Take the damage. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Nope. I thought that would work. Whatever. It's fine. It happens. I'm working. Okay, let's go through here. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
It's not just me.
Like I said, it just happens. Like, people leave and go, come back, things like that just happen. I wonder how long is his hair with them hair rolls. It's probably pretty long. Who knows, it'd be interesting. The blackmail letter says, if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure he was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Baylor didn't have anything on me.
He didn't?
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me.
So that's why Miss Delight didn't believe he was mask to mask.
That's why I knew they were just hollow threats.
I've been working for KB. Didn't scare me, it wasn't gonna cause me trouble. No? I was gonna be like, it has the freaking... all of the stuff about mask to mask. Alright, I guess I'll just go to the next... maybe that was what caused me trouble. Goodness. You used to be security chief for KB Security, right?
Yes, that's right.
Security chief? You?
And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Life after being fired. Why he was fired? Is my hair short? I don't know. Yeah. Yep, because I don't like dealing with long hair. Mr. Light, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Well, the world is filled with those who have sinned. I wish I had never asked that. Okay, then I take it back. Defendant, please answer the question. I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? It's not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? Salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Come again? KB Security had a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. Since I was the security team chief. You stole some data and sold it? Mr. Bowler found out and I was fired immediately. What? Wish I had never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it a secret. I made it seem like I quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to the company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that. He sure told you. So you meant that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. It's a very important fact. Please add to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's really pretty, but he has absolutely no drive that it was atrocious. Well, it's because it's his mask outfit, so that's why he looks kind of strange with it on, because it's a mask outfit. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby, what else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste. So Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. But I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case it's gotten even mine to think seriously about couples. Please try to focus, Mr. Wright. Much in his testimony was there. Sounds like he's avoiding something, at least that's what something. I got a bad feeling about this. Where it came from. What if we don't want to spill beans? We'll never get close to the truth. I don't know, would it be this? No? It's gonna be like, would it be that? I would believe that. Okay, so I had to look up. Oh, did I? Okay, so I wouldn't have got this one. So 1, 2, this. Up. And one press. Okay. Only 1 year later. But that was over once I was fired. It's true that the fact I stole secrets was kept under wraps. Even so, there's no reason for me to pay up now, whole year later. Is that really true? What is it, Nick? The reason that Ron was stealing company data, I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. He would. Mr. Light, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity was as a company data thief was made public. Sprung in its... Yeah. It's spring. And that usually happens. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client? Oh, men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. That's exactly right. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. Little lawyer amigo? Yes, now come on, provide some evidence to back up your assertion.
Why would Mr. Light want to keep his data stealing secret from going public?
His wife. And Summer's gonna be like, probably even worse. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday.
Huh? What doesn't?
I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret. A certain person? Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife.
But I... Listen to me, my Desi, she's...
Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it begins. Godot.
Yes, we know. It's all your wife's fault.
What do you mean?
Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to pay his own wife, he used his dirty little secret to blackmail. And that is how this murder came about.
Oh, No, everything's falling neatly into place for him.
Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry.
Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. Yes, we have. And we're gonna end it here for the night. 'Cause we got a lot of stuff done, and that means next time we'll finish case 2. Woo! So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!